Okay, here is a very nice question. Let's read this question. In an alpha particle scattering experiment, the distance of the closest approach is r. Okay, if the velocity of the alpha particle is increased by a 50%, find the percentage change in the distance of the closest approach. See, the experiment is very simple. What it says is that, let's start with the formula. Let's start with the formula that r minimum, okay, r minimum, this is also called as the distance of the closest approach. This is equal to kz e square 2kz e square by kinetic energy, right? So means what we say is that it is inversely proportional to the kinetic energy. Means this is the nucleus and the other alpha particle is coming. Let's say this is alpha particle. Like if the velocity is more, when the velocity is less, this may be a distance between them, and the velocity is more, the distance between will be this, right? That is what it means. Since kinetic energy could be also written as a half mv square, right? mv square. This velocity is of the alpha particle, mass is of the alpha particle. Means more is the velocity, less will be this distance, right? So coming back to the question here, let's say that r1 to be first, okay, first, which is initial with velocity v1, and when the velocity is increased by 50%, then this will be r2, which will be less than this r2 will be less than this when the velocity is increased. Okay, this is the idea. So in this formula, if you see that 2 is constant, k is constant, z is constant, mass of the alpha particle will remain constant, charge on the electron is constant. What can be varied, we can vary, is the velocity of the electron. So I can write a simplest formula, r1 is inversely proportional to, just because rest of the things are constant, that is v1 square. I will say that first is r1 when it is traveling with certain velocity v, okay, and this r2 is when it is traveling with a 50% more velocity, which is v2 whole square, right? We can say this relation. So therefore r1 by r2, okay, or we can do this r2 by r1 could be also written as v1 the whole square upon v2 the whole square, right? So r2 by r1 is equal to v1 v2 the whole square I am writing. Now the thing is, new velocity what we are writing is 50% more than the initial one. So I can interpret it this way: radius 1, radius 2, this is v1, and this is this velocity, new velocity is, initial was v1, and this is v1 by 2, right? Extra 50% more, the whole square. So therefore r2 by r1 will be what? This is v1, and this is going to come 1.5 times v1 the whole square. This and this will get cancelled. So therefore r2 by r1 will be 1 upon 1.5 whole square will be 2.25, right? So therefore what I can write is new radius is r1 by 2.25. Now we are told to find the percentage. How do we find a percentage? Is that difference between the two radius divided by the initial radius. So percentage. So next is I'll write percentage in the radius, right? Percentage change in the radius. It is equal to initial was r1 minus r2 divided by r1 into 100. This should be the thing for the finding percentage change in the difference, by how much percentage the difference has increased, right? So this is the thing. So I'll substitute it over here. This is 100, no? So I'll substitute it over here, that percentage change over here also, percentage change in the distance of the closest approach will be is equal to r1 minus, this is coming to how much? R1 by 2.25 divided by R1 into 100. right? If you solve this, what will happen? This R1 and this 2R1 will get cancelled, and what will remain over here is divided by 2.25. You can solve this, and this is 2.25 minus 1 into 100. This both the things will get cancelled, and this is 1.25 divided by 2.25 into 100, and answer will be somewhat close to this is, yes, 55, yes, 55.55%. this is the percentage change or a decrease in the distance of the closest approach of the nucleus. Next is failure of the Rutherford model. Why it was failed? Failure of Rutherford's model. Why model was failure? The reason, according to the Maxwell wave theory. According to Maxwell wave theory, you can just make a note of this. According to Maxwell wave theory, whenever any charged particle is accelerated, whenever any charged particle is accelerated, it radiates electric or electromagnetic radiations and loses its energy, What Bohr said is this is the nucleus, and electron is revolving around the nucleus in circular orbit. But what, according to the Maxwell wave theory, electron is a charged particle. It is in the circular motion, so it is under a radial acceleration. Radial acceleration is given by acceleration is v square by r. It is given by this. So radial acceleration, it is under radial acceleration, the charged particle. So what will happen is that at every point it is going to lose its energies in the form of electromagnetic radiation. So every time it is losing its energy, means in very short time, at every point it will lose its energy, means it will lose, and it will show a path this way, and within no time it will fall into the nucleus. But this doesn't happen. So here Rutherford cannot explain the stability of the nucleus. This is the major limitation of the Rutherford's model of atom.